Bona nit, comencem directe. Bones, Winter, què tal? Jugues a Madden? Què em dius, tio? No sabia això. Doncs sí, avui teníem previst fer un mini esdeveniment a Star Citizen, però aquesta gent de Star Citizen l'ha tornat a liar i el farem demà. Així que avui ens traurem les ganes amb una mica de Madden, continuarem el mode franquícia i a veure si això ara funciona. Molt bé, ja veus, eh? Tu et vas posar l'alfombreta aquesta o què? I quan fa que no hi jugues al Madden? Scout College Players. Encara no m'havia sortit a mi. Ah, vale, sí, és de cara al draft, això. Per anar descobrint nous talents. Anem gastant els punts que tenim. No tenim més punts, vale. Des de que li vaig donar la meva Xbox a mon pare. Diria que anys. Home, suposo que ha canviat bastant la versió i tot de... Ara la veritat cada vegada és més real. Sempre comencem amb una mica d'entrenament per anar aprenent 4 coses d'estratègia que realment en sabem molt poc. Porto temps seguint la NFL, però la veritat és que quan veus alguna competició de Madden i veus com fan anar els llibres de jugades, és una passada. Dagger Basics és a Progression Read Concept. Progression Read Concept vol dir que tens diferents receptors i hi ha un ordre de recepció. Primer el quarterback es fixa amunt i depenent de si està lliure o no va canviant d'opció. Diu un receptor corrents fent un crossing route, un altre receptor fent una ruta profunda, dig route, en la direcció contrària. La clau en aquest concepte, el dagger, dagger ve entenc de daga, és d'inside receiver, que fa una ruta vertical, que el que fa és aclarir al mig del camp perquè s'endú, entenc, a part de la defensa. És a dir, que realment aquest no és a qui li hem de passar. El primer receptor, i és el primer amb què es fixa el quarterback, és el de la ruta vermella, que és el que fa el dig route, o sigui, la ruta profunda. Serà el primer que mirarem i és el primer que intentarem fer. Ara diu que ho provem. Ara. Bé. A veure com va això. Fàcil. Bueno, l'entrenament és normal, no? I aquest és el segon, la segona lectura que té el quarterback, que és el que fa si la ruta profunda del primer receptor està coberta. Busca el que fa el crossing, que es creua per davant del quarterback. Pues ara és el que intentarem. Bé. Ah! Hòstia! M'ha pillat aquest. Bueno, 3 de 4, no està malament. Bueno, ara el que és anar utilitzant aquest concepte de jugada i aquí ara ja és decisió teva o primer receptor, segon receptor i és anar fent proves. Uah, molt malament. Estava massa escurat ja aquest. Així, Winter, els gràfics, què tal? Com els veus comparat amb el que teníeu? Pass concept. No! T'havies de creuar, tio. A mi m'ha donat la sensació que feia... Ara sí,
Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited? You haven't even reached the top of your potential yet. Not even close. Each and every one of you should take that as a challenge and see if you can find that next level.
Molt millor, no? Sí, suposo que sí. No sé, deuen estar a punt de treure el d'aquest any, el 21. Star Citizen ha postejat alguna cosa. Vale, primer sempre es fa una pràctica d'atac i l'altra de defensa. Cover 2 Basics. Cover 2 és una defensa en zona amb 5 defensors fent una cobertura en zona i dos safeties en zona també al fondo, que són aquests dos de color blau fosc i diríem el que està seleccionat, el Wagner, i els dos de color... Bueno, els tres que tenen la ratlla, bàsicament. Vale, quan ens fan un stick concept de innermost receiver, el de vermell, fa un stick root, que fa una cosa així, i el de fora fa un flat, que vol dir en pla, o quick out, n'hi diuen. Molt bé, i diu que ho cobrim i intentar que no facin first down. Molt bé. Ah! Fatal. Sí, la veritat és que... Home, és bastant espectacular, Després, quan fem el partit, això es fa un... Són aquests dos entrenaments i després entrem al partit. De seguida, allà es veu molt millor. Ah! Hòstia, estava davant. Hòstia, aquesta no sé com no l'he enganxat, Però fatal, A nivell de defensa sempre em costa molt, Ha fet first down, no? Jolines. Oh! Sí, Perquè s'han equivocat ells, perquè si no... Ai, espera't, què em deia? Cover to defense de Mills, concept. També amb el cover 2 pots defensar el concepte Mills. Amb el linebacker cobrint la part del mig. I els dos safeties que tenen una bona posició per la ruta post. Aviam. Ens ensenyen la jugada? No. Oh! Bé, a veure... Jolines, per què se'm tira aquell? Bueno, com veieu, fatal, 2 de 6. I ara bàsicament és practicar el mateix, però que no facin touchdown. Bueno, ara millor, Com se m'ha tirat a terra! Tiempo. Ara estem en una posició xunga, Si l'enganxo. Llàstima. Aviam si ara ens en sortim més bé. Bueno. Ho hem cobert bé o... Vinga, noi, que vagi bé, doncs. Treballis massa. Han aconseguit first down. Fora. Sí. Ara sí. Oh! Se m'ha escapat. Mare. First down. Que l'havia encertat aquesta vegada. Sí.
Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Because if we repeat what I saw out there today at our next practice, it is going to be a very long season. We can do better.
Ens està fotent bronca. 1 de 3, no m'estranya. Bueno, tots aquests guanyen experiència. Farem l'actualització, farem upgrade dels Brell, 3 Flowers, cornerback. Guai. A la Madi. Aquest és nou d'aquest any. I el Calitro. Home, a mi m'agrada molt com que el tenen tant amb la puntuació d'aquest està malament, Hauria de ser molt millor. Segur que la nova versió estarà més amunt. Molt bé. Doncs ens toca jugar, portem 3 partits guanyats. Ens toca jugar contra els Cardinals, que porten 3 partits perduts, o sigui que la cosa pinta bé. Juguem a casa seva, pel que sembla, i és un equip de la nostra divisió, amb la qual ens interessa guanyar. Així que, vinga, comencem el partit. Aquí veiem una mica comparativa de jugadors. Vinga, comencem. Som-hi! Comenci l'espectacle. Aquest és l'entrenador dels Seattle Seahawks. És un... No el conec, però per tot el que he anat veient d'ell sembla una bellíssima persona. Un dels entrenadors més veterans i un crack.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Sempre va bé, tio.
Against the number
Vinga,
one
Winter.
pick, Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. With that, let's get out to the desert. Standing by in Glendale, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale.
Et perdràs les animacions, tio.
The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis on hand. And this
Seahawks,
is a
com
game where the
deia
defenses they need to be on
l'entrenador
their
que té
toes. You got
una
quarterbacks
passada.
here, yes, that can throw the
Són
football,
especialistes sobretot en el draft, per exemple, que aquest any ja ha sigut de forma virtual pel tema del Covid. Són especialistes a no agafar pràcticament a ningú en el draft. De fet, es van venent les seves posicions als altres equips i seleccionen gent que ha quedat fora del draft, gent que ha quedat fora d'equips. Són molt bons escollint jugadors que per altres equips igual no són bons, però que veuen que encaixarien en el seu tipus d'equip. Vinga, va, som-hi! Traiem nosaltres, així que defensem.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals taking over, and they do so behind the number 1 overall pick of the draft. That's Kyler Murray out of Oklahoma. Rare talent indeed. First man to be drafted in the top 10 of 2 sports, baseball being the other. He's got his work cut out for him. The Cardinals trying to rebound from a 3-13 campaign.
Vale, aquí ens diuen una mica els objectius que tenim. Estem en una fase en què de moment encara seguim recomanacions. No en sabem prou encara, o sigui que ens movem una mica per les recomanacions. A mi m'agrada començar apretant-los.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Murray now on first down. Complete.
I no sempre surt bé, com veieu. Se'ns ha escapat.
On the game's first play, second down. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
Veiem la seva alineació. Larry Fitzgerald és un veterà receptor boníssim. Aquesta última temporada no ha fet massa cosa. Però bueno, seguim apretant-los, tu. A veure com responen.
To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's dropped just before the line of the game. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 31. The starters defensively now for the Seahawks. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big difference in the game,
Their ability to force turnovers, multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
Molt bé, quart down, amb la qual l'allunyaran perquè estan encara molt a prop del seu camp.
That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt.
S'han deixat bastant a prop del nostre camp.
Absolutely ideal.
I començarem des d'allà, però bueno, no ens fa massa por. Començarem intentant a veure què tal tenen la defensa.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago.
And he'll take this forward
only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second
Seguirem
down.
igual.
On second down now, it's Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Merda! Primera lesió de la temporada. Crec que és el nostre center. Una posició superimportant. Superimportant. És el tio que té la pilota abans de treure, que la passa cap al quarterback, que està molt sincronitzat amb el quarterback, i a la vegada després fa de protecció. I Mana també fa com de capità de la línia de defensa del quarterback. Així que, bueno. No sé què haurem posat ara. No he volgut mirar-ho. De moment aquest tipus de coses encara no me les miro. Oh, que bona!
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they do finally get it down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards.
47 yardes. Estava sol, I llàstima que no me n'he donat abans i que el tio s'ha hagut de parar, perquè si no segurament hagués sigut touchdown. El colze ens diuen. I què diu? Que si el mantenim... No, substituïm. No anem prou malament com per anar apretant els jugadors.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half.
Ara farem veure que anem a fer un passe i farem...
I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. J.D. McKissick, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Realment, ara entenc per què no tenen cap partit guanyat,
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Si no, segurament ens haguéssim frenat. No estigueu tant de xatxera.
Jason Myers now for the extra point.
I vinga, 7 punts a la saca. El primer quart més o menys solucionat. però encara queda molt partit. Realment les animacions, els estadis i tot, és una passada. El Madden era un joc que feia molts anys que no estava per PC. Jo, com sabeu, jugo només a PC. I aquesta és la primera versió que han recuperat per PC. Que entenem que ara seguiran en la línia aquesta, Microsoft, d'anar juntant una mica els dos mons de Xbox i Windows. Vinga, a veure... Aviam si ara ho ha fet més bé. No.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
El 30. Hem fet malament.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out.
Aviam, el blitz no ens ha funcionat massa bé.
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 17 carries, 78 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Now the second down throw on target.
Se escapava,
This one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Aquí, de fet, he vist una cosa rara, que la jugada de defensa que havia d'agafat no quadrava amb la seva posició. Però aquestes coses encara no les sé llegir.
Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way.
Bueno, ara sí, us apretarem una mica. Ara estan una mica allunyats, second down. I no han avançat.
On the ground, this is Johnson.
Sí, hombre.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Havien perdut la pilota, Si es veu?
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat,
sí, però l'ha agafat igual. Crec que no ha caigut ni a terra.
The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Sí, li ha agafat. Com si li hagués agafat l'altre. A veure el Tampa.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
What's left? What's left?
To throw is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
S'ha precipitat, jo crec, perquè sí que havíem superat la línia de defensa, però ha caigut a terra.
And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Bah. Comencem a llarg de 25. Touchback.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Bueno, final del primer quart. 7-0 i tenim la possessió. O sigui que de moment pinta bé. I a veure.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Here's Carson.
Go, everybody!
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
It hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Una passada curta. Mira.
Wilson. Open man, it's Madden. And down he goes, but he takes it
tight
to
end.
the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Y la cosa
just a 4-play drive that time, and it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Havia més forta aquesta pilota.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Bueno, guanyat 2 yardes.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Open man is Kirk, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Ara que tenim una mica
Second
ja
and 5 after the
espantats.
5-yard completion on first
Els apretarem.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35.
No en surt bé el blitz contra aquesta gent.
7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. For the catch made by Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield, and his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Shut up.
On second down, it's Johnson, and he's still yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 minuts abans d'acabar cada meitat, és a dir, el segon quart i el quart, es fa com una pausa, com si fos un time-out, però que no el demana cap dels equips.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I know coaches tell us all the time they have a power arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Fora.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Chris Carson trying back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. On second down and 4. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Big play.
60 yards.
Mira.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
58, green 80. Mike, 58, right there. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
45 segons. Ja no dona temps de res.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. That's dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points out. This one might be over by half. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Myers connects on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Wow, perfecto el pase.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to it. When things have changed a little bit, they have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We begin with a good one out in Southern California. Tampa Bay taking on the LA Rams. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Corey Coleman, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The former Super Bowl MVP, Nick Foles, has a touchdown pass.
Gran quarterback.
Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Anthony Miller, a touchdown reception. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual in that first half. His guys are on the road to blow out City. They lead it big. As we send you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Mare meva. Thank you, and we welcome everyone.
Amb la jugadota que hem fotut i no ho han gravat bé. Vinga, va.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll run with McKesson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Loss of 2. Exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds.
Out
of bounds. Incomplete. Certainly what they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Peterson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Vale. Miren l'ha hagut de tirar fora. 4-1, s'arriscaran, jo crec. No? S'arrisca?
Here's
8-0 i no s'arrisquen.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Returnable for Lockett.
Oh, m'ha enganxat.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on
Ben
the
enganxat
return.
aquí,
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Vinga, que ens toca
The
atacar.
Seattle offense now set to come back out
Farem una
on the
mica de
field.
passes.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
All day.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
6 yardes fetes.
Realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson.
Go. It's wrong.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
Sí.
And finally taken down
Han
at the
protegit bé.
44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Està sol.
Wilson's throw caught by
Mare meva, quina
Metcalf.
defensa
And he's
tenen
gonna get
aquesta
this
colla.
inside the 30.
Fatal.
It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Tercera recepció.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes
Ens
into
anem
play.
marejant
Know
amb
what you're
passes
running versus
i...
zone versus man and
Jugadas
how to
de
run the
running.
proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll run on
Esta vegada
first
m'ha
down.
pillat.
Carson, and he is met quickly in
M'ha
the
pillat.
backfield. Down he
Sembla
goes,
real.
folded like a lawn chair.
Sí, la veritat és que aquestes últimes versions, i de fet deuen estar a punt, comentava abans, deuen estar a punt de treure la d'aquest any. És impressionant. La manera de córrer encara tenen alguns moviments que... Però les animacions, els jugadors, tot... És bastant real. Oi, merda! Pensava que era una jugada. Ah! Nois! Ajudeu-me! No la puc passar. Ai! Sort que anem guanyant 28-0, perquè... Desastre. Esborreu aquesta jugada. Hauré de fer un clip, d'això. Sí.
And Dixon has it.
Senyor.
And he gets it down to the 32. The crazy sequence here, a huge gain that time.
4-13.
Still leaves him well short for 4th down.
Va, un field goal.
I don't know how many times,
Aviam
not
si
just in my
arribem.
playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain still a ways to go,
Sí.
though. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that
Ho
will
has vist, eh?
3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So that's a 7-play
Bueno,
drive that
allunyem,
ultimately stalls out
31-0,
there at
aquest
the
partit
end.
ja està relativament ahí. Sí que podrem dedicar-nos a jugades de cara a la galeria.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Genoll a terra, la qual cosa vol dir que renuncia a córrer i que començaran des de la llar de 25. Això perquè està dintre de la seva end zone.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Si podem
Here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over
precipitat.
100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a
Molt bé,
pass-first
últim
league,
quart.
that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the
Últim
run.
quart.
Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Murray now to throw.
Oh, no em deixen placar-lo, eh?
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They stop them for only 3 that time, and that'll bring
Set tackles, sí, però...
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hòstia, merci pel clip, tio. Aquí no sé què estan revisant. Estan revisant la jugada. No sé per qui l'ha demanat, si és d'ofici o l'ha demanat un dels equips. Jo no he demanat res. O sigui que, bueno... No ho acabo de pillar. No, però Star Citizen m'ha deixat tirat avui i... L'horari el vaig canviant una mica. La veritat és que no tinc allò un horari... Sí, ben cobert. Molt bé, tio,
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same
tercer down i no s'han mogut ni un centímetre.
They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
Vale, l'allunyen.
How about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Començarem des de la yarda 25.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this game
hòstia, el Fanta aquest és... Ja veureu, li passaré perquè és digne de veure, eh? Aviam. Oh, merda!
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback.
He perdut de vista el fan a qui li havia de passar i...
They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, his throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys,
tercer intent i tinc 25 yardes per avançar.
You know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Doncs havien de fer un esdeveniment. Nosaltres, de fet, en fèiem un amb motiu d'una cosa que estrenaven. I... Perdona. I, bueno, com sempre, la lien. Els servidors no anaven, et posaven en una llista com una cua d'espera i quan arribaves al final et fotien fora. A hores d'ara no sé si ha pogut entrar ningú. De fet, nosaltres ja, quan ho hem començat a veure, ja hem canviat l'esdeveniment per demà, perquè és una cosa que faran durant tota la setmana i acostuma a passar, que el primer dia no tenen la infraestructura que cal o... no ho sé. El tema rendiment encara els hi costa. És normal en un joc que està en desenvolupament, en alfa. Perquè normalment l'optimitza sempre cap al final del desenvolupament del joc, però no deixa de ser que és un fallo.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
Però bueno, demà segurament farem l'esdeveniment de Star Citizen i val la pena, realment. El que han posat. Crec que haurà passat la febre una mica i... I els servidors estaran més tranquil·lets. Esperem, vaja.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's got this down.
Sempre al final ens comencen a...
18 on that one, and the Cardinals
crec que ens relaxem.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass.
Ens acabem fent algun puntet,
game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary.
Murray lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute.
Sí, perquè, aviam, nosaltres ja estem acostumats, portem temps i ens ho prenem una mica a riure i en filosofia, però, clar, sempre tens gent nova i gent que, bueno, que potser no té tanta paciència o no ho entén tant i clar, crea una mica de...
It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Murray. He finds his man Johnson. They do get 10 back, but still...
Quasi atrapo el quarterback, No està ni en beta, Demana molta màquina perquè realment, bueno, si l'has vist gràficament, és una passada i el que volen fer és molt heavy. Bueno, és una cosa que crec que no s'ha intentat fer mai. Però, bueno, clar, per això estan trigant tant, per això també desenvolupen tecnologies noves. I, clar, tot això... Compaginar-ho més a més amb tenir el joc en viu perquè la gent pugui anar jugant és molt complicat, se'ls ha d'entendre. Faran una falta, crec. Com que l'han encertat,
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for him today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field with this lead and the football. Things obviously looking good.
Aviam si li passem ara.
Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps
them preserve that shutout
that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense.
És un gordito.
Rare it is to get a shutout.
I el tio ha corregut tot allò, s'ha girat, a agafar.
Run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward
No hem fet la
So it's
repetició.
Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Bé,
Taking it to the
hem passat,
15-yard line before he's brought down.
Molt bé, 500 yardes en aquesta temporada ja.
Seahawks. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back
A veure
of his
què
size
tenim
can really
aquí.
wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they
Rocket
see
no
this
falla
starting
mai.
to happen as well.
Li tires el que sigui i sempre ho
Their
enganxa.
efforts to help him out, extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out. Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going
Estem
deep
molt a
and curved
prop.
back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
There's really a whole lot.
Oh,
It's almost
bona.
This will be caught.
Sí.
The carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to
Aquest
really
tio
smell a
és
4-0 start right
altíssim.
now. Yeah, can't ask for a
Normalment
better
els jugadors
first quarter of the season
de
than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess
futbol
what?
americà ja són molt alts,
They
però
have to, because when you get to
hi ha algun tipus de jugador, i aquest crec que havia sigut jugador de bàsquet,
okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super
són
Bowl. They
altíssims.
could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups
Té
offensively,
alguna relació amb
but
l'IF
probably the best team
online.
we've seen, right?
And has the
Bueno, no
ability
és
to
el
get better.
mateix. No és el mateix. No hi he jugat jo a l'IF Online, per això, però pel que expliqen els que hi han jugat que estan a Capcom, no té res... Bueno, no té res a veure, que evidentment és un joc de l'espai, de naus, però no té tot el... No sabia que havia triat aquesta jugada. No té tota aquesta part fora de la nau i de tot aquest tipus de rols que pots desenvolupar, no? Bueno, va molt més enllà. 39-0, mare meva. Ui, m'he equivocat. Flag.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Vinga, va.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10 at the 40. On first and 10, here's Murray.
Sí!
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cassius
Sac.
Marsh just would
Hombre,
not
ja
be
tocava.
denied. That's a loss of 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand and it's incomplete.
Mira, pressionarem el quarterback i a més protegirem el passe.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a third and long. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
Quasi s'escapa el tio.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
S'hi ha quedat una yarda. Jo crec que ho intentaran.
Veus?
Mira, blitz i protecció de passe.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on fourth down last year, but they'll try it here. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position. They go play action here on first down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form.
4 partits guanyats de temporada.
I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense.
Aquestes imatges que posen al final no m'acaben d'agradar. No sé quin efecte els hi apliquen.
In your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
Impressive victory.
So for the Seahawks, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week.
Ja anem a veure l'experiència que ha guanyat l'equip. Upgrade available per Pete Carroll? Puc actualitzar? Ala! 1850 Master Trade Negotiator. Mare meva. Això no? Molt bé, molt bé. I això com s'aplica? Diu que no ho tinc gravat. No ho entenc. Submit? No sé quin botó és el submit. Aviam si ho fem amb el... Vinga, Barrow, que vagi molt bé, bona nit. Merci per estar per aquí. Doncs a veure... És que no em deixa gravar, això. Ah, ja està, ara ja està. Molt bé. Advance. I anem a veure... Hòstia, el Carson, tu. Anem a millorar-lo. Molt bé. El McKissick. Aquest no sé si el mantindrem. Però bueno. Un moment. L'actualitzem. Millorem, vaja. Seguim Griffin. Aquests són dos germans. Els dos juguen amb el Seattle. I aquest juga sense una mà. Pas, coverage. Aquí. Gary Jennings. Simeon Thomas. Que t'ha fet bon partit. Molt bé. I aquí tenim missatgets. A veure, això d'aquí és Tyler Bennett. La reportera. Encara undefeated. És a dir... inbatuts. Congratulations. There's still a lot of season left, but you guys have clearly established yourselves as one of the teams to beat in the league this season. Diu que encara queda molt de temporada, però que ens hem establert clarament com un dels equips a batre aquesta temporada. I can't wait to see how far you can extend this streak. Diu que està ansiosa de veure fins a on podem arribar amb aquesta ratxa que portem. Ratxa, com es diu en català ratxa? Xat. 100 punts més de Legacy. I un missatge de... Ui, frustrated receiver, què li passa a aquest? El Metcalf, però si has fotut touchdown, t'hem fet diversos passes. Man, did you see me raking up points out there? I knew I had it in me. And it's thanks to you that I got my chance. So, thanks, and you're welcome. Em dones gràcies. Seriously, man, thanks for giving me a shot this week. I appreciate it. Diu que gràcies per donar-li aquesta oportunitat. Pensava que es queixava, tio. 500 punts més d'experiència al receptor. I la moral també, 5 cap amunt. No tenim més punts d'aquests. View score, advance... Advance week, nois. Uah, més missatges. Què passa aquí? Què passa? Ja mirem a dalt que tenim... Franchise League Game Results. No sé com s'eliminen aquí tots els missatges. Social feed. Això no sé què és. Són cançons que he aconseguit o...? Crec que sí. Aquesta part no l'havia mirat mai, Bé, anem a veure el coordinador de l'atac, a veure què em diu. Thursday night game this week. Juguem dijous. La NFL, no sé si ho sabeu, però tenen els partits bastant distribuïts. En tenen un el dijous. Després juguen diumenge, després? Hòstia, i després hi ha el Monday Night Football. El diumenge juguen en diferents horaris i el dilluns també hi ha el Monday Night Football. Diria que va així, sí. Diu, amb la qual cosa estem en una setmana curta. Gonna be hard to install a full game plan. Serà difícil preparar un pla pel partit i donar temps a la vegada a l'equip a recuperar-se. Decisió complicada. Do you want the team mentally prepared but tired, or well rested but less prepared? Que descansin una mica, no? Què dieu, xat? Que descansin o que es preparin bé el partit? Vinga, va, que descansin. Els nostres nois són guerrers, però també necessiten recuperar-se. Let's give them as much rest as possible this week. Donem-los el màxim de descans possible aquesta setmana. Estic amb tu, coach. The team has earned some downtime. L'equip s'ha guanyat un temps, especialment després d'una setmana guanyadora. Molt bé, la moral puja un punt. Què més? Breakout player. Ai, sí, hosti, tu, tenim un jugador de la defensa. Coach, I want to keep an eye on Reed, the defensive lineman. He was a big part of our win last week. I'm not totally sold on him yet, but if he has a repeat performance against the Rams this week, he might turn out to be a very special player. Molt bé. I bueno, ens marquen un objectiu pel proper partit. I l'X-Factor és una cosa nova del joc que van treure aquesta en la versió del 2020. Hey coach, what's the game plan for Todd Gurley 2? Diu, què fem amb el Todd Gurley? El Todd Gurley és un running back, un corredor de l'equip amb qui hem de jugar, que és un jugadoràs. Aquesta última temporada realment no ha fet gaire cosa, però la seva primera temporada va ser brutal. I és bo. I llavors demana què fem. Si fem alguna cosa pensant en ell o fem la nostra tàctica com sempre o... Bueno, slow him down. Normalment sóc una mica conservador en aquestes decisions de 3. No m'agrada focalitzar massa el joc en, per exemple, defensar un sol jugador. Diu que li agrada, que ha de dir, no? Soc el jefe. I tenim 2 jugadors disposats a negociar. Anem a veure si la millora aquesta que hem fet a l'entrenador serveix d'alguna cosa. David Moore, home. Wide receiver de 77. M'agradaria veure en l'equip a nivell de receptors. No puc veure els membres de l'equip. Entenc que és aquí. My team. Vale, el que volem és filtrar. Aquí. Volem els wide receivers. Home, és dels bons, no? Després del Tyler Lockett i ara el Metcalf. Hauríem de mantenir aquest a poder ser, amb la qual no volem marxar, no volem things to do. Anem a negociar amb ell. Start negotiations. Aquests que ens interessa. Resigned. I el Woods, diria que també és dels bons. I és un... defensive tackle. Defensive tackle. És que en tenim molt pocs i aquest és el segon. Si no, no ens el podem jugar, no? Bueno, provem-ho, va. No. Provem un jugador que no sigui tan necessari. No, de moment no l'ha acceptat el tio. Molt bé, tenim punts de scout, amb la qual podem preparar el draft per la propera temporada. Aviam. Tio, aquest és un round 3. Això bàsicament és com si féssim scouting d'aquests jugadors i obtenim informació de la seva qualitat en certs aspectes. Va des de la A, que és el millor, o A més, i anar baixant. I després aquí et diu si seria de round 1 del draft, és a dir, que si en la primera ronda del draft seria un jugador seleccionable, és a dir, que aquest és bastant bo. Defensive tackle, fixeu-vos, era precisament dels que hem intentat renovar, o sigui que aquest seria una alternativa bona a aquell, si no accepta l'oferta. Molt bé. Anem gastant els punts. Uau, un altre. Molt bé, no? Left tackle. Aquest un round 2. Un altre round 1. Left tackle. Molt bé, no sé si ens queden punts, sí, alguns sí. Ronda 5. Però bueno, aquests són els típics que agafaria a Seattle, com us explicava abans. I finalment, això és tot per avui, perquè ara ja tornaríem a començar amb entrenament de la setmana. A partir de la setmana ja serà més interessant contra els Rams. Així que a veure com tenim els standings. A nivell de tota la NFL estaríem als tercers. No sé per què ben bé, però bueno. Si el segon té un partit perdut. Però bueno. Després de la NFC, que és on estem nosaltres, estaríem als segons, amb els Eagles per davant. I de la nostra, que és la West, primers, segons els 49ers, els hi falta un partit, veig. Després els Rams i els Cardinals, pobrissons. Doncs això és tot per avui, nois. Ho deixarem aquí i... I per pocs que siguem, farem un raid. Hòstia, no entenc per què només em surt aquesta penya. Passo de fer raid perquè no us conec. Bueno, senyors, moltes gràcies als que heu passat per l'stream i fins a la propera. Recordeu que demà tenim un esdeveniment de Star Citizen que esperem que es pugui fer, que aquesta nit no hagin parat de treballar per arreglar els servidors i l'emetrem via Twitch, Twitch de Gaming Cat, perdó, de Catcom. D'acord? Així que estigueu atents i ja ens veiem.